Hello, good evening, and welcome. We're here in Irvine, California on our continued search around the world for the best graduate school in the world. My name is Roger Wigmore Smythe, and I'm part of the BBC's investigative journalism unit here in Irvine, California, where we are overlooking one of the best academic institutions this country has to offer, the Graduate School of Management at the University of California in Irvine. Excuse me? It's not the Graduate School of Management. Okay guys, I think that's it. The debate over management education rages on. Does an MBA prepare today's college student for real-life management decision-making? This is the question that we will approach today. Behind me lies the Graduate School of Management at the University of California, Irvine. Excuse me? This isn't the Graduate School of Management. Not again. Studies have shown that the Masters of Business Administration degree is one of the most sought-after degrees in America today. However, does this degree prepare a college student for the rigorous chores of managerial decision-making? Tonight, we will approach that question. We're standing outside the Graduate School of Management of the University of California at Irvine. Excuse me? We're not outside the Graduate School of Management at Irvine? How many times? Finally, we have reached our destination, the Graduate School of Management at the University of California, Irvine. This will be used as an illustration of our investigation into the Masters of Business Administration degree. Is it the ticket to fame and fortune? Or just a sham that doesn't really prepare students for a management career? We will investigate this tonight with probing questions. Good evening. Come with me now as we go behind closed doors to investigate, in depth, the University of California's Graduate School of Management. This is the hub of the Graduate School of Management, and we will now interview several people in here. Do you think the MBA is really a sham? It's a cover-up.
Here. A sham? You asked me if it's a sham? Of course not. It's well worth the effort and the time that you put in on it to get your MBA.
Sure.
Yeah.
I am now talking to an MBA student. What do you think the MBA degree will do for you? Are we serious here? Another cover-up. Our news team was first welcomed here at the Graduate School of Management. Students were friendly and spoke freely about their experiences here at the school. Yet something was awry. And then the tide turned. Our questions were met with evasive and defensive measures. Teachers fled from our cameras, apparently afraid to reveal the truths hidden behind the locked doors of ivory towers of academia. The cover-up at UCI was working, and information was impossible to find. We approached staff members, but our advances were ignored. They turned their backs in an effort to shield the truth from our probing cameras. Voices were silenced, and doors were slammed in our face. But we persisted. We speak now to one of the newest employees of the Graduate School of Management, and we wish to discover her opinions on this cover-up. Miss Bonnie Bates, what do you know about the cover-up?
Look, you guys, I value my job, okay? I can't get involved in this stuff. Don't look at the stuff on it. I can't get involved in this.
The plot thickens. Now, outside the office of Professor Joe McGuire, we shall continue to investigate this cover-up. Professor McGuire.
My goodness. Ricardo Montalban.
Close. What do you know about the cover-up at GSM?
How did you find out about that? Did Carlton Scott tell you?
We have our sources.
Oh, well, it all goes, of course, to that famous book that was given to Lyman Porter so many years ago when he was dean. And this book, we're going to be able to open it when we're accredited by the AACSB. My understanding, Porter has given it to William Wright, who has locked it in his office, and also has gotten blind so that nobody can look in, let's say, from the roof of the library building. We don't know exactly what that book says. We know some things it says. MBAs should not have hairy chests and wear gold chains. That's one thing it says. Other things, for example, are such things as PODSCORB, which is really a magic incantation. I won't tell you what it means, but it's in the book. So there. Give my regards to Fernando Lamas and also to Esther if you see her. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor McGuire. The investigation has turned up many interesting questions, which will be answered after this brief break for a message from our sponsors.
I'm not a student, but I play one at GSN. And many other people here are trying to play student as well. But you know, playing student can be a dangerous game. Has this ever happened to you?
My brain aches!
My brain aches.
My brain aches.
These people, and many more just like them, are suffering from the same crippling disease. My brain aches, or as it's better known, the MBA syndrome. Studies have shown that in this country alone, over 70,000 people will be struck down by this cruel and maiming disease in the next 12 months. But there is hope. Scientists at the University of California Laboratories have been working around the clock to develop a new miracle drug. Let's go now to those laboratories and see this miracle and wonder drug in action.
What, you don't want to be in there?
Alcohol, the choice of the MBA generation.
To break this cover-up, I am now about to go undercover as a student. I will live, eat, and breathe with these students for the next week in a great effort to try and crack this cover-up. Roger Wigmore Smythe here. We've now gone undercover to try and crack the major cover-up, we believe, at the Graduate School of Management at the University of California, Irvine. Follow me. We searched for the leaders of this cover-up. We discovered one of the ringleaders to be Bill Stevenson, this man. Our cameras continued to probe, and people still fled. The mystery thickens. We will now talk to Bill Stevenson, another one of the most revered professors at this institution. Professor Stevenson. You look nervous. Why is this?
Nervous? Nervous? No, I wouldn't describe myself as nervous.
We're here to ask you some questions about graduate management education. What are your opinions on management education at this fine institution?
You mean management education in the 80s? Or looking towards the 90s? Or back towards the 60s? Or just towards the 80s? What was the question again?
Your opinions on management education, its strengths and its weaknesses.
Oh, management education. Yes, management education. Management education. Well, you know, I've always thought that probably one of the biggest problems that one has in management education is instilling in the students the proper regard, respect, acknowledgement, something like that. You know what I'm saying, something like that, of the position of people in the organization. The position of the student versus the faculty, for instance, is very similar to the position of the MBA going out there into the big real world there, into the corporation, and being part of a large group of people on the bottom of the organization, you see. And then there are these higher placed people in positions of authority and responsibility. And there's a certain amount of status and respect that I think probably is accorded to them in the organization. And of course, Ian, you remember this from the many courses that you've taken in organizational behavior. And I'm sure that you remember the idea of the structuring of behavior as a guiding principle of organizations. Now, you probably, I know it's on the tip of your tongue, you might want to define for me what structuring means.
I'm sure you'll do a better job.
Oh, well, how true that is, Ian. Well, anyway, there's a structure to behavior. There are some people on the bottom, and there's some people on the top, and then there's some people in the middle, basically. And that kind of sums up organizational behavior. And what I think we fail to do in the program is give the students the proper respect for the people in these higher positions. For instance, respecting their privacy, their inner sanctums, their offices, that sort of thing. But probably the biggest problem I see in the program is there's just too much emphasis on calculus.
Thank you, Professor Stevenson. Our deepest fears have been confirmed. There is indeed a cover-up at GSM. After posing as a student named Ian Morton for approximately 1 week, I have found some very intriguing questions. We will now talk to Associate Dean Carlton Scott. Professor Scott, would you like to comment on the cover-up at GSM?
The cover-up? Well, I thought we'd opened all our doors to our students, but then you can't expect that we would open up all the doors to you.
No further comment?
I think you've seen all that's necessary for students to see.
My suspicions are aroused. Could you go into this further? What else should students see?
Well, there are some very high-level strategic decisions that the school needs to make that we think are for the betterment of students. Just recently, we've considered moving all our PhD students over the road to the marketplace. The students, of course, are not excited by this proposition, but we feel that it's in the interest of the greater good.
You heard it here first, people. The greatest fears have been confirmed. They are going to move PhDs to the marketplace and sell them to the highest bidder. White slavery at its worst. Cover-up gotten? Up until a few weeks ago, this was just a normal school, but then they bought a new piece of equipment. A paper shredder. We believe this is to shred important documents on the information they are keeping from students. It was our final day in Irvine. I revealed my true identity in an effort to finally crack this case. Excuse me.
Oh.
That looked nasty.
No, it's just a flesh wound. Yeah, that's it. Just, I injured it in the war. Yeah, World War I. No, World War II. Both. In both wars. That's it, yeah. I was in both wars.
Well, I'm Roger Wigmore Smythe. I'm from the BBC. I was wondering if you could clear up some problems we have. We're trying to find the Dean of the Graduate School of Management.
The Dean? Well, I'm the Dean. That's right. In fact, I'm the President. I'm the President of the whole university. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket.
Well, as Dean, you could probably answer some more questions, such as, why is this called the Rockwell Reading Room?
Why, because I'm the president. That's it, the president of Rockwell. Of course, I won it. I won it in a poker game in Monte Carlo. That's it, in Monte Carlo. Yeah, no, yeah, in Monte Carlo.
Well, as the dean, I'm sure you would like to give us a guided tour of this fine institution.
Sure. Yeah. Well, sure. Let's go this way. Yeah, let's go this way.
Follow us.
Yeah, and that's where the secretaries are. They type a lot. Yeah, that's what they do. They type. And why, here's my office. Yeah, and, the dean. Yeah, Dean Newton Margulies. Yeah, that's it. That's me. Dean Margulies. Yeah, and there's my secretary. Hi, Gloria. Yeah, and this is the hallway. And
Hey, is this Hollywood or what?
Fascinating. And so we come to the end of our investigation, which has raised 4 important questions. Firstly, the existence of this management Bible that holds the keys to management education, yet students and even faculty are not allowed access to. Secondly, the white slavery, if you will, the selling of PhD students to foreign nations for profit. Thirdly, the mysterious dean named Margulies. And fourthly, and most importantly, who is this man? So we bid a fond farewell to the University of California at Irvine's Graduate School of Management. Mystified, yet aware of some of the problems faced by this institution. Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow. So what's my spiel this time? Education rages on. Is an MBA, or is it just a sham? Tonight, we will discover this and many other things.
Brain aches.
right, my brain aches, or at its the MBA syndrome. People, and many more just like them, are suffering from the same crippling disease. My brain aches, or as it's better, people, and many more just like them across our country, are suffering from the same... Okay, let me go through. These people, and many more just like them. I'm sweating like a pig. Okay. God. These people, and... disease. Why do you have to start laughing? The MBA syndrome. Studies have shown that in this country alone, over 70,000 people will be struck down by this cruel and maiming disease in the next year. But scientists at the University of California Library... Library?
Students, what do you know about the cover-up at GSM?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
A likely story. And you, miss?
What cover up?
They are obviously well rehearsed in this.
Hi, Mom. What are we doing anyway?
Excuse me. I'm Roger Wigmore Smythe, and I'm with the BBC. I'm wondering if you could direct me to the Dean of the Graduate School of Management?
You're out of the picture.
Last year.
Very interesting. What about the book cover-up that we've heard about?
I don't know. I was running out of stuff to say.
Excuse me. My name is Roger Wigmore Smythe, and I'm with BBC.
Seems to beat a face.